Hello guys, welcome to the new video again. In this video, we will discuss aggregate functions here. So, an aggregate function is a function that performs a calculation on a set of values and returns a single value. Alright. So, it will perform some calculation on a set of values. It could be one or more values. Alright. And then return a single value out of it. So, aggregate functions are often used with group by clause of the select statement. The group by clause split the result set into groups of values, and aggregate function can be used to return a single value for each group. So there are most commonly used uh, aggregate functions are there. So let's say this is minimum aggregate function will return the smallest value within the selected column, and max will return the largest value within the selected column. Selected column, it could be, we will discuss it further. You will understand. Right? Count returns the number of rows on a set. Sum returns the total sum of numerical column, and average returns the average value of numerical column. So, alright, let's go further. Aggregate function ignore null values except for count. So the count will, alright, so this is a note here. We will copy here this, and so what is this saying? Select it. No. So let's do this here. Yeah. Aggregate function ignore null values except for count. Let's say this is our what we are saying is this is our customer table. So if you have to count the number of rows on the basis of pin code, then we can count. All right, count pin code. Right. So this will include this null value. Right. Except for this count function, aggregate function, all the functions like max, min, right, average, this will these all will omit the null value. All right. So yeah, let's discuss it further. Next, let's discuss min and max function. So SQL minimum and max function. The min function returns the smallest value from the selected column, and maximum function returns the largest value of the selected column. All right. So select min price from products. So it will what it will do? It will return the max minimum price of all the prices from the list, alright, from the table. Max will return the maximum price here, and minimum column name here, and from this is a syntax where could we use condition also. So we will use this. Mm, next, so select set column name. So alias, or we can use it as keyword. So like do this. So if we want our output, let's say the let let's understand here. So let's say uh, let's say city. Let's say, all right. So let's say there is a column ID. All right. We want we want ID of, let's say, Rohit here. All right. So what we will do is we will do, so select, right, uh, ID. So we will use as Rohit's ID, Rohit's ID from, let's say, customer, where name is equal to Rohit. All right. So how the output will show? So column name would be what? Uh, column name is Rohit's ID, and output will be shown as 1 here. So this is the alias. Hope you understood. So let's say price. This will show smallest price instead of price. Let's say we are doing this. We are not using alias. Then it will only only show one report. So we can name. So there is no name here. All right. So we can give it a name also as price, right? So we can do this like price. We can name it uh, anything we want. So if we are not giving any name, to give a column a descriptor name, use it as keyword, right? So min and max, these two functions will not return a descriptive name for a column. So we have to give the name descriptive name exclusively to the column. So use min with group by. Here we use main function and group by clause. So to return the smallest price of each category in the product table. So let's understand this, right? So let's understand this here, right? So So yeah, so let's do this like that. Give more, add more rows to this. Right. I think we can add more rows here. Right. And now it will be like this. So we are understanding some more. So yeah, so let's say this is ID, this is name here, and this is let's say city and pin code, right? So ID would be unique 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Name, let's come to, first my name is here Sunil, then let's say Shabahar, and now we'll say Rohit, Ganesh, and um, Ram, and what other name? Mohit, Sumit, and let's say eight. Your city would be let's say Mathura, and city here also Mathura. Let's say Rohit lives in Noida, Ganesh lives in Delhi, Ram lives in Chhata, also lives in Chhata. Alright, Mohit would be Mohit lives in let's say Mumbai. Sumit also lives in Mumbai. Right. Pin code would be about uh, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Nowadays 1, 3, 2. Early 2, 1, 3. Chauta 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. Base 1, 3, 3. 1, 3, 3. These are pin codes. Right. So here what we will do is we are we are understanding we will we were learning about uh, min and max aggregate functions with with group by clause. Alright. So how so we want to group these so we want to group these what we are saying. So let's see here. All right, so not a big deal here. So we are we are grouping the data by cities. All right. So we what we will do is uh, select. All right. We want to count. Right. Count ID. Right. Count ID and give city from. This is the customer table. No. भाई चलो जाओ जाओ चलो चलो from customer order by what city. So this not order by. This is a wrong perception here. Group by. Group by city. So what I was trying to say to you. So when we are using group by clause, and this is a column name, all right. So column name. So we can only use group by clause with that column that we are going to ask it or we are going to return in the output of that. So this is if I don't use this city here, all right. So the group by function will return some error, all right. So what will be the output for this? So let's say output would be what we are going to give a output city and id. This is so we can use alias for this. So what we can do is uh, so let's say count id as pupil, number of pupil, right. So this is number of pupil. So let's this like that. So output would be like this: number of people, comma city here. Alright. So what we are doing here, number of people in city what? City Mathura is how many? 2. In city Noida. So this is grouping and this is counting here. So this is aggregate function used by रिपेन की बोला क्या कर रहे हो मुंह पर ना है भाई माधे का बाहर से लप पे सब माधे का बाहर से लप पे so what we are seeing count id city from customer group by city column name. So what we are doing, we are first, I think this is the process here, that group by first will return city, alright, then all the cities, then it will count, 1, 2, how many different cities are, Noida is 2, Mathura is Noida, right, then it will return 1, 2 and like that, right. So 2 are there, and Noida, how many people live in Noida? It's 1 only, and Delhi is 1, in Chata we are 2, and in Mumbai is 2. Alright, like this. Right. So let's do this in the real time. Right. So select minimum price as smallest price from the every category ID. We are grouping. So here you can understand. If we are not using category ID here, so we are using category ID. So we are returning the column category ID. That's only we can then only we can use group by category ID. All right. So if we are using group by ID, we must return the category ID column. All right. So select minimum price as smallest price and from products. Let's do this here. Category ID smallest price at category ID 1 is 4.5. Category ID 2 is 10. So if we are not using this category ID now, so let's do this like this. So I think we will get an error, not error. So this is not a case, not the case, right? So we can group this category. Alright, so this is not a problem. So if we so this is for the 5 hours categories. Alright. Test yourself with exercise. Select what alright. So minimum from where? Minimum what? Price. So we can do this by checking the answer. Is answer right? Correct, yes. Min max, I hope you understand the min and max here. That's a count function. Count function returns the number of rows that matches a specified criteria, right? So select count asterisk from products. So find the total number of rows in the product. So if we want to find total number of rows, then count the whole rows, whole number of to the total records. Total records are shown by asterisk from products. All right. Syntax is select count column name from table name. All right. Where condition. All right. So select product name and so it will return the distinct 77 different products are there. All right. So we can count is also as number of different products. I think can it goes like all right. So it will not go like this. It will go like this. All right. So column name number of different products at 77 and we can use uh, ID. All right. Query ID. So count function. So only one argument will be given to the count. All right. So you can see. So count ID. I think we can count here like this. Also 77 are different category IDs. Also 77 different categories. All right. So each product name has its own category ID. All right. Find the number of products where the product name is not null. All right. So what where clause we specify condition price number count product ID from products where price is greater than 20. Uh, Ignore duplicates. You can ignore duplicate by using distinct keyword in the count function. The distinct is specified rows with the same value of the specified column will be counted as one. All right. So if there are duplicate values, all right, available in the data, then we can distinguish them. So if we want to count the distinct prices, all right, so it will be 62. If we are not using the distinct keyword here, so then price would be 77 are there. The total rows was actually 77. So we can use distinct here. So distinct prices are 62 only. Right. Use an alias also. Select count asterisk as number of records from table. Use count by group by clause. Select count asterisk as number of records. Alright. Comma category ID from product group by category ID. Right. So how many how if you for a particular ID how many number of records that category ID category of product will hold. To test it yourself select what count here asterisk from products where price is equal to 18 I think price value set to 18 so is the correct function to return the number of records that have the price value set to 18 all right yeah this is correct so next what would be the next here sum return the sum of all quantity fields and order details table to select sum quantity all right from order detail sum of where condition we can use order group by also here All right, so total group by order ID. So we can, so this is interesting question here. So select order ID and sum of quantities as total quantity, and from order details group by order ID. For a particular ID, what is the quantity, total number of quantity of orders? All right. So let's say for order ID this 10,248, the total quantity is 27. We are uh, we are not we are not using group by here. Let's say to select order ID, some quantity as total quantity. All right. So uh, it will give the total of quantity of all the orders and print it with every order ID. Right. I think the order ID part of aggregate function. So you write execute a query that does not include a specific expression. All right. So I think this is not doing this like right the total quantity. So if you want to use all right, this is how it works. But we can do this like that. Mm, group by order ID. I think this is right. The total quantity for order ID. If we want to show order ID, so order ID would be like this. Order ID is this, and total quantity is this. Some with an expression. Yeah, we can use arithmetic expressions also. Quantity into 10, so it will multiply 10 to each quantity. All right. Price into quantity, so it will do the total amount. Left join product on all right. So here we are joining also. All right. So we will be understanding joins in our next lectures of our next lecture. So we will not discuss it here. So we'll go to average directly. So average SQL average function is what? So let's say so let's discuss it here only. Right. So what is this saying is we can also join the order detail table to the products to find the actual amount instead of assuming that it is $10. So select sum of price into quantity from order details, left join products on order details dot product ID and is equal to products dot product ID. So we will learn this next only. All right, we'll do this. We only 10 minutes. Average function tells the average value of the numerical column. So if price is a numerical column, this will return the average of that. So only numerical column. All right. So keep in mind this. Null values are ignored here. Where clause, we can also use where clause, use an alias higher than average to products where price is greater than select. Alright, so we can use what we can say sub queries, right, in the condition. So let's do it like this. So first this query will be executed. So this will select average price from, this will return average value, all right, this numerical value. That let's say it is 50, all right, and then it will return all the records where price is greater than average 50, right? So average price is what? I think right? Average price was what? Average price was not doing. So as AVG, can it go like this? No, we can't use it like that. So it should only return numerical value here, right? So as a subquery, we have to select average of price from products. What is the problem here? This is not like this, no, anymore. Uh, so average with group by. So it will return the average of the groups of, according to category IDs. All right. So use an SQL function to evaluate average price of all products. So AVG of a price of all products. So submit this. Correct. Right. So thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. We will understand like operator, wildcards, and between operators, and then alias, join, left out or join, self join, union, and group by clause, having clause, exist clause, any all select into insert into select case, null function. All right. Stored procedure, comment operators, and following lectures, and these are create database, drop db, backup db, create table, drop table. This will these also we will see SQL preference, reference, keyword, functions, server function, etc. So we will do all these in our following lectures. And thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you, guys.